friendly clash between Aston Villa and Maccabi Tel Aviv turned into something bigger than football. It wasn't just about goals and tactics. It was about political protest and the question of whether sports can even stay neutral. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Let's get to it.
The other guy said, I don't want him here. How is that? I have done nothing. If you reports that he's been, I have not contributed anything physically, verbally, intellectually towards someone being under distress. What have I done? And we need to do
Right, hold on. One guy assaulted me when I came here. The other guy said, I don't want him here. How is that? I have done nothing. If you look at towards the reports that these people have made, I have not contributed anything physically, verbally, intellectually towards someone being under distress. It's this colloquialism that the police use is covered under people who have breached the peace. Have I breached the peace?
The dispersal order has been put in place.
Have I breached the peace?
Yes, you have.
By doing what?
I've explained to these.
No, you haven't.
There is a section of Maccabi fans, not all Maccabi fans, but a section of them who engage in quite significant levels of hooliganism.
There's a lack of clarity. Maccabi Tel Aviv told us they're not too sure why their fans were banned. Why were their fans banned? Was it the threat to them or the threat by their fans?
Yeah, so I'm aware there's a lot of commentary around the threat to the fans being the reason for the decision. To be clear, that was not the primary driver. That was a consideration. We have intelligence and information that says that there is a section of Maccabi fans, not all Maccabi fans, but a section of them who engage in quite significant levels of hooliganism. What is probably quite unique in these circumstances is whereas often hooligans will clash with other hooligans and it will be contained within the football fan base. We've had examples where a section of Maccabi fans were targeting people not involved in football matches, and certainly we had an incident in Amsterdam last year which has informed some of our decision making. So it is exclusively a decision we made on the basis of the behaviour of a subsection of Maccabi fans, but all the reaction that could occur obviously form part of that as well. There are football clubs that have a significant group of fans who are ultras, if you like. The difference here, I guess, is that they didn't just confine it to other football fans. In the past, there have been clashes that have gone beyond that, and clearly, as you've alluded to, the sensitivities around the Middle East mean that the potential for that to kind of exacerbate current tensions is so much that we felt this was the most sensible way of managing the risk.
Maccabi Tel Aviv are very concerned. They think their fans are being unfairly maligned. They were attacked in what have been called anti-Semitic attacks in Amsterdam last year. The only convictions in Amsterdam were for attacks by locals on their fans. But you formed a very different conclusion. Is that from the Dutch police?
We are absolutely not saying that in Amsterdam that the only fans causing trouble were the Maccabi fans, but what we were very clearly told is that they played a part in causing trouble, particularly a day before the match. That absolutely resulted in the following day there being attacks on Maccabi fans, so it wasn't all one way. But that's the whole point, really, so that kind of escalating tensions, the escalating violence as a consequence, is what we were trying to prevent here in Birmingham.
We've seen Zionists not welcome signs. Are they acceptable?
Our understanding is that they don't quite contravene hate crime. Whether they're acceptable is a matter of judgment.
It made it harder, the task, that you have no supporters in. Is that unfair?
Unfair or fair in the world, I'm not one who judge about that, but on the pitch it's 11 against 11 and we will try to do our best.
Half-time at Villa Park, and the score is 1-0 to Villa after a phenomenal Ian Maatsen goal. Really good link-up play, and he absolutely leathered it from the tightest of angles. It is really good to be leading, but wow, we have been pretty sleepy. It feels really lacklustre, like we're in second gear, and it's just not good enough. I do not want to repeat of Go Ahead Eagle. These teams that are clearly nowhere near as good as us, we can't just sit back. We need to play really aggressive. You can relax when you've got the goals on the score table. I'd really like to get this game wrapped up ASAP because we look half asleep. I think Sancho's played really good. Ian Maatsen's looked pretty good. Guess, and this is not the Premier League. We're playing against a very poor European side, and he doesn't look phenomenal right now. I think Onana is playing very well in that midfield pivot. They actually came really close with the save from Martinez, but to be honest, it's been a very boring half of football. There's barely anyone in the stadium. The atmosphere is weird. Very odd vibes. I just hope we get the game wrapped up ASAP. Easily doable. We just got to go for it a bit more. Full time in Birmingham, the score finishes 2-0 after Donyell Marlon scored penalty. Do we have a penalty taken? Overall, the game was okay, pretty boring. I was pretty much falling asleep the whole game. Very boring, but we did see some good glimpses of football. Sancho looked really good. Ian Maatsen, Marlon, Watkins didn't really get a sniff when he came on. He had 1-1-1-1, but he bottled it, shock. Yes, and didn't really do anything to impress me. McGinn looked really lively when he came on. Also, Tielemans coming straight back from injuries, playing some really good football. Overall, not really too much to say about the game. We won. We're about 4th or 5th joint, but we do really need some more wins to stay in that top 8. Bogard also very, very good. Never really got out of second gear the whole game, which is good. Didn't have to waste too many first team players, and we're ready for Sunday against Bournemouth. So yeah, let me know what you thought of the game. Comment that.
So Maccabi Tel Aviv fans have been banned from the Aston Villa match because apparently the police can't guarantee the safety. Seriously? That's the excuse now? So we live in a country that can police Facebook comments and chase people for mean tweets, but we can't keep a few football fans safe in Birmingham. What an absolute joke. So instead of standing up to threats, we just give in. Because you know what? It might cause protests. So better just ban the Israelis. Do you realise how pathetic that sounds? We're literally punishing people because the authorities can't do their job. And then you've got Starmer. He pops up pretending that he's shocked. This isn't who we are. Well, yes, Starmer, that's exactly who we are. This is Britain now, weak, terrified and completely spineless when it comes to actually standing up for something. So when did we start rewarding the mob instead of protecting innocent people? Because right now it feels like the country is completely lost its backbone. But hey, that's just my thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? As usual, leave your comments below.
So, at Villa Park in Birmingham, more than 700 police officers were deployed as protesters gathered outside the stadium. There were pro-Palestine activists calling for Israel football clubs to be banned from a European competition. Meanwhile, Maccabi Tel Aviv fans weren't allowed to attend the match because officials said it was a high-risk event. And guess what? Tension still rose. There were chants, banners, fireworks, and 11 arrests for public disorder and related offenses. This wasn't just a random protest, it's part of a bigger global debate. Can we truly separate politics from sports anymore? When one side says football should be about unity, another side says you cannot ignore human rights. So, should fans and players stay silent or speak up even if it divides people? What are your thoughts on that? Personally, I think this moment showed how powerful football really is. It's not just about entertainment, it's a mirror of the world. But here is the problem. When politics enters the pitch, the beauty of the game turns into a battlefield. or opinions. And maybe that's something UEFA and clubs like Aston Villa will have to face head on, because you cannot have global sport without global consequences. And now, now I want to hear from you. What's your opinion about this? Do you think politics should stay out of football, or is protest part of the game? Drop your thoughts in the comment section and let's have a discussion and a real conversation about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss tomorrow's commentary. This channel is for you, where we talk football, truth, and everything in between. See you on the next one.